Hey there, fellow travelers. So you have already packed your bags, sold your car, and waved goodbye to the good old USA, and now you're ready to embrace a new country. But hold on a sec. Before you start dreaming about your new life sipping cappuccinos in a quaint European cafe, let's talk about some places that might make you think twice. It's Dennis and Becca, and we're back with the top 5 countries people regret moving to. Please like, subscribe, and make a comment below letting us know what you think. This helps us grow and get better at making videos. We now begin our countdown of countries people regret moving to. Buckle up, because this list is a wild ride. Kicking off our list with number 5, France, the land of wine, cheese, and endless bureaucracy. You might have imagined yourself strolling down the Champs-Élysées, but let me tell you, the French have a knack for paperwork that would make any American DMV employee blush. Picture this. You've just moved into your charming Parisian apartment and decide to set up the internet. You'd think it would be straightforward, right? Wrong. Get ready for a labyrinth of forms, appointments, and waiting periods that will test your patience like never before. And don't get me started on the Parisians. Sure, they're stylish and cultured, but they can also be as friendly as a cactus. You think New Yorkers are rude? Try ordering a coffee in Paris without butchering the pronunciation. Spoiler alert, you're getting that death stare. Plus, unless you're a fan of strikes and protests every other week, you might want to rethink this one. Let's talk costs. Living in Paris can set you back around $2,000 to $3,000 a month for a one-bedroom apartment in a decent area. And don't forget those €5 coffees. Safety-wise, France is generally safe, but pickpocketing and petty theft are common, especially in tourist areas. Always keep an eye on your belongings. Oh, and speaking French? Yeah, it's kind of essential. Don't expect everyone to cater to your English-speaking needs. Now, if you're feeling disheartened, hold on. Because next up, we're heading to a place that's as vibrant as it is challenging. And now at number 4 we have India, a country of contrasts, stunning landscapes, rich culture, and an overwhelming population. If you thought Times Square was crowded, you ain't seen nothing yet. The traffic alone will have you longing for LA's rush hour. Imagine dodging cows, rickshaws, and motorbikes just across the street. Then there's the issue of Delhi belly. That's right, the food will make you regret every culinary decision you've ever made. Hygiene standards can be, let's say, different. And if you can't handle the heat, both literally and metaphorically, you might find yourself booking a one-way ticket back home faster than you can say namaste. But on the flip side, the cost of living is incredibly low. You can live comfortably in a major city like Mumbai or Delhi for around $1,000 to $1,500 a month. That includes rent, food, and transportation. Tempting, but remember, it's not just about the money. Safety is a mixed bag. While violent crime isn't overly common, scams and petty theft are rampant. Women in particular need to be cautious and aware of their surroundings. And as for language, while English is widely spoken in urban areas, learning a few phrases in Hindi or the local dialect will go a long way. But wait, before you run for the hills, let's take a detour to a land down under where things might seem a bit sunnier. Coming in at number 3. Australia. G'day, mate. Australia seems like a dream with its beaches and laid-back lifestyle, but there's a lot more lurking down under. First off, the cost of living. Sydney and Melbourne can drain your wallet quicker than you can surf a wave. Imagine paying $5 for a coffee every morning. Ouch. Speaking of waves, if the sharks don't get you, the spiders, snakes, and jellyfish just might. Aussies are great, but their wildlife? Not so much. I mean, who needs a spider the size of a dinner plate hiding in their shoe? Plus, if you're not used to the Aussie accent, good luck understanding anything. It's like English, but not. Renting a one-bedroom apartment in Sydney or Melbourne will cost you between $2,500 and $3,500 a month. And that's just rent. Add in utilities, groceries, and a social life, and you're looking at a hefty price tag for that sunny beach lifestyle. Australia is generally safe, but be aware of the wildlife and natural hazards like bushfires and extreme heat. Crime rates are low, but always stay vigilant. And while English is the official language, the Australian slang can sometimes make you feel like you're learning a new language. Just when you think you might tough it out, let's head to a place where language barriers and internet censorship make things even trickier. Our runner-up is China. China might seem like the place to be with its booming economy and rich history. But living there, it's a whole different story. The language barrier is real, folks. Mandarin is not for the faint-hearted, and English is not as widely spoken as you might hope. Imagine trying to explain a simple repair to a plumber without a translation app. Good luck with that. The internet? Say goodbye to your favorite websites. Hello, Great Firewall. Want to check Facebook or Google something? Not happening. And don't even think about talking politics. One wrong move and you might find yourself in hot water. Literally. Also, the air quality can be worse than LA on a bad day. So, if you cherish your lungs, you might want to consider a different destination. On the upside, the cost of living is quite reasonable. In cities like Beijing or Shanghai, you can expect to spend around $1,500 to $2,500 a month, including rent for a one-bedroom apartment. But remember, cheap living comes with its own set of challenges. Safety in China is generally good, with low crime rates, but be cautious about scams and the heavy surveillance. And the language? Mandarin is tough, but essential. Not many locals speak English, so be prepared to learn the basics quickly. Before you get too comfortable, let's journey to a land where winters are brutal and political climates even more so. And our number one spot goes to Russia. The land of vodka, bears, and well, a lot of other things you might not be ready for. First off, the weather. If you think winter in Chicago is bad, try surviving a Russian winter. It's like Elsa from Frozen turned evil and never let it go. Imagine scraping ice off your windshield in minus 30 degrees Celsius. Fun times, right? And let's talk politics. The government's grip is tighter than a TSA pat-down. Freedom of speech? Not so much. Corruption is a part of everyday life, and if you don't know how to navigate it, you'll be in for a rude awakening. Plus, the language is tough, and the culture shock can be intense. Imagine trying to decode Cyrillic while navigating the Moscow metro during rush hour. Good luck. However, if you can handle all that, the cost of living is relatively low. You can get by in Moscow or St. Petersburg for around $1,500 to $2,000 a month. But remember, sometimes you get what you pay for. Russia is relatively safe in terms of violent crime, but corruption and petty crime are common. Keep your documents close and stay aware. And the language? Russian is challenging, and English speakers are few and far between, so be prepared to immerse yourself in the Cyrillic alphabet. So, there you have it, folks. A rundown of some countries you might want to think twice about moving to. Remember, every place has its quirks and challenges, but it's always best to go in with your eyes wide open. Do your research, prepare for the unexpected, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find that perfect place to call home. Don't just sit there, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment to join the fun. For more unique travel tales and expert tips, stick with your friends Dennis and Becca. Make sure to browse our channel for more engaging videos. We're new here and trying to grow and get better, so any help we would greatly appreciate. Safe travels and be careful where you move.